with the Ron and Fez Show, brought to you by Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. We have a great way to help you choose a car. You can go to WJFK.com and click on the Discover Your Ride banner.
I'm going to do that, Fezzy. The Trinity Network will air Gifted. This is an American Idol type show that features Christian performers. Fez, is this a hit or a miss?
This is going to be a big miss, Ronnie. There's no way this is going to work. First of all, I don't know how popular Christian music is nationwide. And are you going to be able to have any mean judges?
Yeah, actually one of the judges will say you're going to go to hell. I love the fact that the Trinity Network has just stolen this idea as if that isn't breaking a commandment. Just saying to themselves, hey, let's just lift this rather than going Christian American Idol and paying for it. They're going to do it this way. If I was one of the judges and I saw the Christian performers, there would be nobody the second week. Everybody would be voted off in the first week. I guess you just, if there's a bad performance, I mean, the most they're going to be able to say is you're forgiven. Yeah. Please leave the stage. You're forgiven. The Christian music, I kind of like the fact, I listen to it every once in a while just for fun because it's like soul music without the soul. They've taken the soul out of soul music, and it's just left with, like, white people singing very quietly, which, you know, maybe if they put a little R&B back into it. Well, on American Idol, you get so many of the contestants thanking their Lord and Savior anyway. It pretty much is Christian Idol. Well, yeah, the girl who won was a big Christian, right? Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, only even though she had that little baby without a husband. Fantasia was on the Today Show this morning and just working the crowd, so it's still real fun for her at this point. Well, I think, isn't it today that her new CD comes out, or is it tomorrow, the single? Oh, yeah. It's sometime this week, anyway. Yeah, the song that Tamara Gray wrote for her. Yeah. Wrote for the winner. I Believe. This is called I Believe. And I know that she's used the word feets in it somewhere. She actually says feets. Robert Blake's latest lawyer says there is no way she can be ready by September 9th for the trial date. Is this man going to live to see trial? You know, luckily for Robert Blake, he seemed to have killed a person no one really cares about. No one is really locked in with that person that he killed. No, I've never heard a nice thing about her. It doesn't seem like the women of America have been up in arms about this. We have to do something. She wasn't pregnant, so that helped. But it just seems like there's not a lot of people upset about this trial. I didn't realize this. I was reading in the article about this where Bonnie Lee Bakley was murdered before 9/11 happened. She was murdered in May of 2001. Now, the 9/11 Commission is just about done and ready to put out their final report, and we still haven't gone to trial over who killed this lady. Hey, Fezzi, do you see Osama bin Laden on trial? So it's really stepping along. It's about going the same exact way. Now, TV networks are wondering how much it's going to cost to cover all the upcoming celebrity trials. So coming up, they've got Martha Stewart's sentencing, the ongoing Scott Peterson trial, Michael Jackson's trial, Kobe, Robert Blake, and Phil Spector. Wow, this is bigger than Celebrity Poker. When we were talking about Celebrity Poker, this would be a great lineup one night to put on there. Yeah, so this is all coming up in the late summer and into the fall, where they're going to have, I guess, embeds, around the country, covering all these trials. Yeah. So if you could only cover one, if you were a network and you could only pick one, which one would you go with? You go to the King of Pop. You don't even play around with that one. He is the King of Pop. He's the big deal. Kobe, yeah, that's an ESPN story. And most of the time when you see anything online, when you go to AOL for broadband, the Kobe trial information is in the sports. I don't think a lot of women care about Kobe. Robert Blake, yeah, if this was 1939, this would be huge. It's not. Phil Spector, if this was 1963, huge trial. It's not. With the Kobe, it gets so confusing. You can turn on ESPN and they're not talking about sports, but if you turn on MSNBC, they're talking about Kobe. It's so confusing and overlapped anymore. William Hung has ranked 96th on the Forbes list of the most powerful entertainers and athletes. He topped Lindsay Lohan. Now, what are they ranking powerful on? They're ranking it... I mean, it's not on Money Made, right? No, it's. I think that's like part of it, but I think it's also in, control of what you get to do. He doesn't get to do anything. This is a joke. I saw him the other day, and he says he hasn't really gotten paid yet. He says his money hasn't come in, and he hopes to get the opportunity to pay off his school loans. So right now, there's somebody taking the cash off the retard.
He is not going to get paid. He's going to be going to the mailbox every day looking for that money, and it's never, ever going to come, William Hung.
You think his 15 minutes are over now, or is he still going strong?
I think it's got to be ticking down. I think it's over, although I saw a picture of him in a magazine where now they've put him for a video for his album. They've put him in the Freddie Mercury suit, that black and white checkerboard spandex thing.
He's doing "We're the Champions." That's his new single.
Yeah, so they've dressed him like Freddie Mercury.
Right. Well, he's covering the song. He might as well put on the suit. You see what they're doing? They're making fun of him. They're teasing him, and yet we're all supposed to go along with it and act like it's okay.
And that he's the 96th most powerful celebrity in the country.
It's like telling that kid he's sitting at the cool table, and then he's really not.
Method Man says he's not happy with how his new Fox sitcom is going.
Neither am I, Method Man. I'm not even happy with the commercials. It looks embarrassing.
He says the network is trying to squeeze the ghetto out of it. He feels his show, Method and Red, can be ghetto and intelligent.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's probably got a point. This thing looks like a minstrel show. I've seen the stuff that they're doing, and if you did not look at a calendar, you would not know that it's 2004.
Well, the jokes that I've seen for the commercials are there's like a hoe capacity.
Yeah.
Inside the house. There's actually a sign up. And then I always see the white family next door or whatever, and they never know what anything is, like bling bling.
Yeah, they're totally confused. And for some reason, he's going to run around and put a big slice of watermelon for a smile. And it's the year 2004, Fez. He's got a point. If you want to bring him on, why not let him do the kind of show he wants? Why try to bring back the Jimmy J.J. Walker era?
I don't think he's going to have to worry about this for much longer. I can't see it staying on the air that long. And it's got to be rough when, you got a show that's not going to work on a WB or the Fox. When there's anything is on those networks.
But when you hear this is offensive to black people, from the actor who's in the show itself, it seems to me one night would be enough for that show to go on before the network would have to do something.
Let's see here. Despite a late surge from Phil Mickelson, Retief Guzman won his second U.S. Open yesterday.
Beauty.
So
I won the big money on that one, remember?
You took Retief?
Yeah, I always take Retief.
So are things back to normal? Is Phil Mickelson now back where he belongs, where he just comes in a close second one more time?
Yeah, the William Hung of golf is back, Fezzy. That's the beauty of it.
So I saw the thing in the Washington Post where the article they ran today is Tiger is not only not a good player anymore, he's no longer a good person.
Why? What happened?
It was the thing where, like, his caddy goes and kicks people or takes their cameras off of them. He complained about the weather. He complained about the PGA or whatever. The course. Nobody
loves a loser. He probably did all the same thing when he was winning. But all you got to do is fall back into the pack, and then nobody's got time for you. He's going to end up with Method Man in a couple of weeks. He'll be doing a show with him.
I just thought it was such a large leap to go from he's in a slump to, he's just a really awful person.
Oh, you've never watched the American media long enough to say, we love you, we think you're the worst, and we can't wait till you're on trial. This is what we do to celebrities. It's a sport. That's why when somebody really hits it big as a celebrity in this country, I don't know why they just don't panic, because you've got a target on you from that day. You get about 3 to 4 years, and then they turn on you like there's no tomorrow.
Now, I got my headlines that sound dirty from last week, Ronnie.
Okay.
All right, first of all, Jackson criticizes leak about Michael Jackson and the leak of his settlement. Lance changes teams from Lance Armstrong changing sponsors. Iraqi boy discharged after eye surgery. Mickelson salutes Goosen from yesterday. And Usher grabs number 1 and number 2.
All right, there you have it.
Dirty sounding, aren't they?
It is the fastest hour in radio. We'll be back in just a few moments. It's the Ron and Fez Show.